Hey DHS, it's Friday, September 2nd. I'm Hannah and this is your Jacket Update. To start off our announcements, HOSA will have a meeting Tuesday, September 13th at 8 a.m. in Ms. McCamick's room. If you're interested in being a part of HOSA, please see the President, Emily Shackelford, or see Ms. McCamick for more details. It's time to get ready for the annual HOSA Blanket Drive coming up in a few weeks. If you ordered a yearbook last year or ordered a junior class shirt, be sure to stop by and see Ms. Dyer in room 1123 to pick those up. This year's yearbooks are already on sale. Books are $75 and at the lowest price they will be all year, so make sure to order yours now on www.jostens.yearbooks. One more yearbook announcement. If you have great photos you'd like to share with the yearbook staff, use the information on the flyer to log into Jostens and share your photos. The yearbook loves being able to highlight student photos in our Denison High School book. Texas Association of Future Educators has a meeting next Tuesday, September 6th at 8 a.m. in room 2105. See Ms. Hunter for any questions. Congratulations to our DHS Student Council. Last week they made that 10-peat victory even sweeter by winning the canned food drive competition. Denison won with the largest donation ever. Denison donated 100,202 cans compared to Sherman's 54,000. We have lots of sporting events coming up. Our freshman and JV football teams will both travel to Kennedale next Thursday, September 8th. The freshman team will kick off at 5 and the JV will start off at 7. Your varsity football team will face Kennedale at home next Friday at 7 p.m. for our homecoming game. Be sure to show up like you did for BOTA and help cheer our guys on to victory. Your Lady Jacket volleyball team will travel to Lindsay next Tuesday, September 6th and play at home versus Salina next Friday, September 9th. Show your support for our girls and make a game. Your tennis teams will face off with McKinney North next week. Varsity will travel to McKinney North on Tuesday and JV will face McKinney North at home on Thursday at 4 p.m. Wish them luck in the hallway or make it out to a match. Thursday, September 8th, there will be parade down Main Street at 5:30, followed by community pep rally in our competition gym at 6:30. Friday, September 9th is our homecoming football game. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. The presentation of the Queen candidates and announcement of the homecoming queen will take place during halftime. Voting for the homecoming queen will take place next Friday, September 9th. Voting will end at 4 p.m. sharp, so make sure to get your votes in. We will also recognize our DHS homecoming sweethearts. This will take place on Friday, September 9th at Munson Stadium before the game at 6 p.m. Homecoming dance will be Saturday, September 10th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Finally, we have our homecoming dress-up days. Make sure you show your school spirit and participate. And remember that you must be in dress code. Lastly, we have a short video from our Hope Squad. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, my name is Emma Benoit and I am a suicide attempt survivor. After surviving my suicide attempt in 2017, I really just wanted to learn more about mental health as a whole and get a better understanding as to why so many young people are suffering in silence and in hopelessness, similar to the way that I was before my attempt. So I decided to share my story, and I got the opportunity to do that through a documentary film called My Ascension. And in the whole process of filming my ascension and sharing my story, I learned of the Hope Squad. And immediately after learning of the Hope Squad, I knew that it was something that I had to be a part of one way or another, because everything that the Hope Squad stands for and shares is perfectly in alignment with my message and what I'm trying to share with the world, which is hope. So some ways that I maintain my hope on a daily basis is through reflection. I like to reflect back on my past and think back to times when my life wasn't going so great and things weren't so easy, and then look to the present and see how things changed and look at the growth, and that really gives me hope to do that. Something else that I do pretty frequently to maintain my hope is just try to seek the good in everything and find hope in the present moment. That can be really challenging to do, but it is always worth it to me to try to see the good in everything. I think that Hope Squads are so important and so crucial, and I think that every school in the nation, let alone the nation, the world, needs a Hope Squad and deserves a Hope Squad. If you're also interested in learning more of my project, the documentary film called My Ascension, please check out the website www.myascension.us to learn more about how you can bring the film to your community. And with all that being said, I just want to challenge you all to try to find hope in the present moment today and let hope rise.
Don't forget there's no school on Monday. That's all the announcements I have for you this week, DHS. Here's Anderson and Lily to tell us about the new reading program, Jackets Read.
This year, the Library and English Department partnered together to create the Jackets Read program to encourage grades 9 through 12 to read more. Let's see what Ms. Woodson and Mr. Townsend have to say about it.
Well, this program is called Jackets Read, and the purpose of the program is to have seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen fall in love with reading again.
Okay, so we're doing an incentive program this year with the juniors and seniors to try to get kids to read more often. Some of the things we're seeing around the school now is kids walking around with books, reading on their own. That's something that we're really looking forward to kind of seeing more of in the future.
So the way you could be part of the Jackets Read program is have an English class, so that's every single person here. And what we're trying to do is the English department has made a great decision on not just requiring certain books for students to read in their class, but to give them the desire to read something different. So we spend a little time down in the library looking at different genres and choosing books personally that we might want to read, and then our English classes and our English teachers are allowing us to use those books instead of just the classics in order to put together all that we learn in stories, in literature. It's really a good way for students to be able to maybe fall in love with reading because they chose the book, and we love the fact that the English teachers are giving them class time to actually read those books.
Reading just even a couple hours a day, even if it's just at night, you can actually help educate yourself and have more confidence when you're in the classroom.
You know, there's a saying, the wise read. How wise will you be? We want you guys to all leave here with wisdom, and the best way to get that is to do lots of reading from lots of different authors, from lots of different genres, and you're wiser about the world.
What it will look like is we will give you credit for basically every book that you read, every kind of book, so novels, graphic novels, biographies, nonfiction, anything you read will have some type of credit towards it. And then every 25 pages you read in that book will also give you credit for it. And then whenever you finish your book, what you'll do is take it down to Miss Whitson. Miss Whitson will look at it. She'll tell you how many points it's worth, and you'll show her that you completed that book, and then she'll keep a running tally of how much you have completed up for about 5-6 weeks.
Thanks, Ms. Woodson and Mr. Townsend, for filling us in on the new reading program. Now back to Hannah.
Thank you, Anderson and Lily. Now let's head over to Caden and Justin with a DHS Sports Recap.
On August 18th, our Yellow Jackets traveled to Argyle for their first scrimmage. August 18th through the 20th, our Lady Jackets hosted our annual volleyball invitational. Our volleyball team played on August 23rd against Frisco Centennial here at home. Our varsity volleyball team played in a 3-day tournament against Pilot Point. Our DHS cross-country team ran the Jacket Challenge at Waterloo Park. On Thursday, the 25th, our DHS cross-country team traveled to Camp Copus for the Gingerbread Jamboree.
On August 25th, our Denison freshman football team brought home a win against the Bearcats 24-6. The JV team traveled to Sherman to beat the Bearcats 32-0. These two wins led up to the 124th Battle of the Axe. Our Yellow Jacket varsity team played at home on Friday night. Jackets started off slow with Sherman scoring a 27-yard touchdown. Denison then marched down the field only to be stopped and forced to kick a field goal. The Bearcats then come back with a 36-yard rushing touchdown. Phoenix Grant for Sherman added to the score when he rushed in for the 2-point conversion. Denison received the ball with 3:25 on the clock in the third quarter. Our Yellow Jackets marched down the field. Kurtenbach fumbled the ball and gave the ball back to Sherman. The scoring made the score 21-6. Denison received the ball. Josh Kurtenbach threw the ball to Kyson Hussein for 37 yards down to the Sherman 5. On the next play, Jack Alleman fought through a pile of defenders to give Denison the first touchdown of the game. Sherman then had the ball and was held to a 4th down. This forced Sherman to punt the ball. Caden Sanders goes untouched to block the ball. Then Kenyon Kelly snatched the ball out of the air and drug his defenders into the end zone. When Dennison went for 2, Josh Kurtenbach rushed into the end zone for a 2-point conversion to make the score 21-21. Sherman received the ball only to get stopped and turn the ball back over to Dennison. Josh Kurtenbach received the snap and rolled out to his left to see Kyson Hussein at the 30-yard line. Kyson ran to the 40 for a first down. Josh Kurtenbach then received the snap and handed it to Grant Yerkes. Yerkes ran it all the way to Sherman's 3-yard line. On the next play, Alabama rushed the ball and for a touchdown, making the score 27-21 Dennison. Kicker Matt Rangel nailed the PAT to put Dennison up 28-21. Sherman got the ball with 1:47 left on the clock. Dennison's defense sealed the deal by holding the Bearcats. Josh Kurtenbach knelt the ball to end the game. Dennison retained the axe for the 10-peat. QB1, Josh Kurtenbach completed 9 out of 12 passes for 105 passing yards and rushed 11 times for 61 yards. Jack Alamana ran for 93 yards on 19 carries and had 2 touchdowns. Kyson Hussein caught 6 passes for 86 yards. Matt Rangel kicked a pair of field goals.
That's all that we have for you this week, DHS. Enjoy this week's Faces and have a great weekend. It's like due on Friday or something.
Yeah, you saw it.
I'm Hannah, and this is your jacket update.
Let's make sure my Mickey is on.
Come on.
It's not my story. Take one.
See Miss Hunter for any questions. So funny.
What about it?
Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you, Anderson and Lila.
You can't even say her name right.
Stop, Justin. Stop, Justin. Please. Justin.
What up?
That's all that we have for you this week.
Why have you never seen an elephant hiding in a tree? Because they're really good at it. But